Podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
I don't fight for rings and stuff like that. I don't fear anyone.
En este deporte no se viene a jugar y no le tengo miedo a nadie.
You don't come to play in this sport. I fear no one in this sport.
Does that mean that you will
see later this year?
Como lo dije en la pelea pasada, ahorita mismo me vuelvo a poner los guantes.
As I said in the last fight, right now I'll put on the gloves again.
¡Viva México!
Canelo wants to unify all the titles.
When did you realize, Andy, that you could take his power?
Because of the Mexican warrior that I am, I got that Mexican blood in me, so talking about the Mexican style, I just proved it.
BoxingVoice.com.
Ain't no other sight in the game to see the Boxing Voice.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another edition of the Boxing Voice Radio. Should I say breaking news? Because Canelo Alvarez has announced that he is vacating the 160-pound Super WBA title. The 160-pound Super WBA title. And this is breaking news not only because he's vacating it, but because of the possibilities of what this could mean for the rest of the division. Right now, depending on what circle you're in, Gennady Golovkin is a unified champ at 160 with the IBO and the IBF. Jermall Charlo has the WBC. Demetrius Andrade, the WBO, and the Vacant WBA. In the rankings for 160 pounds, we have as followed. Champion in the Ring magazine, Saul Canelo Alvarez. Champion WBO, Demetrius Andrade. Champion IBF, Gennady Golovkin. Champion Saul Canelo Alvarez, franchise WBC. And champion Saul Canelo Alvarez, WBA Super Champ. He's vacated the WBA. And at number one is Chris Eubank Jr. In the regular position, you have Murata, top-ranked fighter. So a lot can happen. Francis, Toronto, tell me, brother, which way do you think the chips fall for this one? Can Charlo get lucky and get himself a unification? Does Uncle Al get it done and make Chris Eubank, Jermall Charlo for a vacant WBA WBC unification? A la Canelo Alvarez and Smith, a la Anthony Joshua and Vladimir Klitschko.
Yo, what up, everybody out there, man. Thank you to my Lord and Savior for another one, man. We back with another one talking boxing. What's up, guys? Listen, after Jermall Charlo fought Sergey Derevyanchenko, the thought was, what will he do next? It was unclear of what he would do next, except for, the Canelo. Canelo's still, the one that's a target for everybody. But this is beautiful for Jermall Charlo. He gets an opportunity to unify the division, giving him a stronger leverage point whenever he's going to maybe try to make a fight with GGG at 60. He has more coming to the table, with the WBC belt. Canelo dropping the belt. Eubank, after picking up the interim title, said that he wanted Jermall Charlo next. I remember specifically in the post-fight, Charlo's like, you haven't really done anything to want that fight. Well, look, all roads are leading to that fight happening, and I'm excited for it. I'm excited that Jermall get an opportunity to try to be unified, at 160, and gives him a stronger hand in this in the 160 division.
I feel like you're a little bit more enthusiastic and excited about this than I would have led you to, believed you would have been, just because there's no guarantee. It's me being optimistic, right? I mean, it's me saying, well, Chris Eubank deals with Al. Well, right. The WBA deals with Al. Well, Charlo needs a unification, but there's no writing on the wall that it's going to be Jermall Charlo with a vacant WBA unification, or that it's Chris Eubank, because why wouldn't the WBA take that top rank money and elevate Ryota Murata? He's been champion there for a while. He's defended it, and he's brought them a heavy sanctioning fee by taking Robert Brandt to his home country of Japan.
You see, and you didn't lead me anywhere. Like I said, this is what I've seen for a while. They've been, talking about this fight, and I believe personally that it's a sexy fight because the title's available. Not because if they're fighting, Chris Eubank is going to bring his UK audience with him. That's going to help with the numbers, whatever numbers with this pay-per-view or regular TV, whatever numbers it's going to be. It's going to be a difference. You know what I mean? And I feel like Eubank is has that cachet with the Mayweather team, and on the American side of the public, people know who Chris Eubank Jr. is. So I think it will sell even more. He's flashy, he's young. Same thing like Jermall Charlo, and they talk kind of the same. Chris is that slick, cool, stern talker, where Jermall goes off. He go off at any time that he needs to, if he feels it necessary. So I'm loving this fight, man. Especially for the vacant title. Why would it not? If they elevate, like you said, Murata to the champion of the belt, I mean, that doesn't bring in another opportunity for somebody to pay another. I just think it's more of a sexier fight for the WBA to do this, man. I just think it makes more sense for them to do this than to upgrade Murata.
No, and I get you, but you got to understand they're in that top rank business, especially in this division, especially in this sanctioning body. They've been doing good business with Murata and Top Rank for some time now. Robert Brandt won the title from Murata. They exercised the rematch clause. They got that back. They took Robert Brandt all the way out there to Japan. So I don't know that Top Rank and Ryota Murata are just going to stand by and continue to remain a regular champion, especially with the opportunity to become super. Super comes with so much. Not only are you considered the best in your division, but you also get no mandatories as the super champion. That belt is free for mandatories. Ryota has to do all the mandatories, whereas if Eubank wins it, he gets to just unify, but, no mandatories attached to that WBA.
Yeah, I know. But this fight right now, not at just like, Canelo gonna drop that belt, it only makes sense. If you're not gonna get a GGG fight to unify, you know what I mean? It only makes sense.
Yeah, but what only makes sense?
For him to just pick up that other title, to give him that other negotiation chip when you're negotiating.
Yeah, but again, that's assuming that Al wants to do this for him, wants to see him become a unified. I mean, his brother just became unified. I'm very sure he want to be unified too. Oh, I'm not saying Jermall. Right? I'm not saying Jermall. It's got to be in the plans for Al Heyman, is what I think, right? Like, I mean, they have to want this for their guy because they have to put up this money. It's a vacant title, but someone's got to do the show. Someone's got to pay Murata a certain percentage split, or Eubank for that matter. So yeah, I don't know.
It'd be an easier fight to make for Aldo because they're both on the PBC side. So, but I don't know either. I personally,
who's to say that Top Rank?
Well, you're not sure, and I'm like, yeah, man, let's get it, man. That's another name on the resume. Eubank, that's a name. You know what I'm saying? He you know what I'm saying? He's fought some names. You know what I'm saying? He fought a common opponent in Korbov that fell apart that Jermall just fought. So let's make it happen.
I hear you. Just
and
interesting.
He for that interim WBA title too, by the way. Korbov.
I think that the producer is sending me images of other champions that were elevated, like Danny Roman, like Bivol. You know, Danny Roman was elevated to super champion. Bivol was elevated to super champion. And Terrence Crawford was elevated to super champion. So, very possible that Murata gets elevated. I just feel like he doesn't have that status. And what Roman had that Ryota doesn't is Eddie Hearns in the big Dazn wallet. But I guess Murata has Top Rank's wallet attached to him. Can you see any other possibilities of where that title could land if it doesn't fall on the lap of Jermall Charlo in a Vacant Unification match?
Say that one more time.
What do you think happens if not Charlo? If he doesn't get this opportunity, what can happen to this vacant belt that Canelo just dropped?
The only thing I can see is the WBA just ordering Murata to fight somebody for it.
All right. Who do you think they would make him fight?
That one's tough. That one's tough because if he doesn't go all the way back, you know, where he took Brant to his hometown, does he really sell? So that makes it another question as well too, right? Can he draw somebody enough to take them away to the other side?
He's definitely an action-packed fighter, right? Like, I like his fighting style. He's gonna make an exciting fight.
He definitely is gonna make an exciting fight. You know what I'm saying? Apparently he got some sneaky powers, and you know those guys usually can fight really good. I love it, but I just can't see, man. I just can't see anybody. I'm trying to think anybody at 160 that would the WBA would even, you know what I'm saying, want to grant Ryota to fight.
Now, the closest PBC fighter that I see is Chris Eubank at number 1 in the WBA rankings. Is there a universe where Al drops the ball and no one in the PBC gets this WBA?
No. Why? It's hard. It's on your side.
What side? There's only one guy there. There's only Eubank. I mean, Murata has more of a shot than Eubank because Murata's regular.
I agree, but which saying we all these sanctioning bodies know that they want to have one name, one face as much as possible. It's been hard lately, difficult. So this is another opportunity to get a step in that direction. We're getting that one name, one face. Why would they not want to make Unification bout? That'd be kind of crazy for them to just have the belt. I mean, I guess it is boxing, but nah. Personally, as I'm looking at it right now, you're right. It would be crazy for Al Heyman to drop this ball for Jermall Charlo. Nuts. Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'd pick whatever, man, to pick up that belt. Come on, man.
Bruh, if they don't get this belt, it's going to go into the WBA oblivion. Look at those names. Jaime Munguia at number 6. Sergio Martinez, someone's grandfather, at number 5. Magdomed Madevic, how do you pronounce his name? Madayev or something like that. But, nothing sexy there. They better take that title and hope they could do something.
Ronald Ellis is number 11. Like, yeah, that's about it.
If I'm Al, I got to talk to, Mendoza. And I am trying to get a Vacant Unification.
Definitely.
A Vacant Unification. Because if they do Murata versus Eubank, that's a good fight. Those style matches are insane. Because, Chris Eubank is a buzzsaw. He likes to throw punches, and so does Murata. But that doesn't include Charlo, and it puts him to the back burner. What?
Come on, Al.
I'm just saying, what you acting like Al has free reign. What if Bob is negotiating just as hard to get his guy a shot?
Yeah. I agree. It just seems like it would make more sense. Sorry. It would make more sense for Top Rank to make their champion the super champion and make a request for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
but it also makes more sense for PBC to have a unified champion at 160.
Yeah, but you can't request for super champ Because you can't unify with the regular title. You can only unify with the super title, the one that's vacant. So if they request for Murata to be the vacant champ, then Charlo can't unify with.
Can't unify. Yep. So then again, another belt is being held up. You know what I'm saying? Hostage, and we can't get one face, one name. This is what it is, man. It sucks, man. But this is boxing when we're talking about.
How mad are you, though? How mad are you? How mad are you? You can't get Charlo, Eubank for the vacant unification, WBA, WBC, but you can get Toyota Corolla, a.k.a. Murata, Ryota Murata versus Chris Eubank Jr., vacant WBA super title matchup.
I'm mad. I'm mad. If I'm out, I'm mad.
No, if you forget Al.
Oh, for me, yeah,
Al dropped the ball, and that's why we here.
No, I'll be mad. I'll be mad because what happens now is that even if say Eubank beats Murata, right? Murata, whatever his name is. Excuse my apologies. He can't unify with Chris Bank anyways on the same side because he's a super champ.
No, so if Murata beats Eubank, he could unify, but he's on the opposite side of it. Like, he's got to negotiate with PBC. But whoever's the super champ gets to unify. The regular champ can't unify. The interim, they just the interim.
That's crazy. But like we put in the air right now, man. That's the fight that we want to see, that I want to see next.
Gentlemen, a lot of people are here in confusion. They're like, is Charlo even ranked in the WBA? Well, think about it, gentlemen. Was Anthony Joshua as a champion ranked in the WBA when Vladimir Klitschko brought the title in a unification? No, it was Vlad that was ranked, and he brought the title. So Chris Eubank will be ranked, and he will bring the title. Very similar to Callum Smith and Canelo.
Yep.
Callum was the one ranked with the WBC, and Canelo was franchised below. Hence, they made that fight. So it's possible. It's possible, but they got to get on the phone right now because I know that Todd DeBuff and Top Rank are on the phone. Now, I mean, I could be wrong about that too, right? Like for Top Rank, do they even invest in this? Do they get into the back and forth? Like, all they have is Ryota Murata. I mean, there's nothing else in the WBA that I know of that belongs to Top Rank. Like, why even spend the energy in this?
Just to hold on to just to keep somebody ranked over there for about 160. Otherwise, they literally out the business of 160. Nobody knows. Like, Murata's the only person over there. So if they want to play like what's the word I'm looking for? They want to play spoiler and making sure that these belts don't come together. Then absolutely they step in and try to get him this title. But for me personally, I just let PBC handle it, man. PBC in the zone right now because they're the ones that got the titles.
This did you expect him to drop this middleweight belt?
Yeah.
You thought this was gonna come?
Yeah. This was eventually gonna happen. It's all cute being champion in multiple divisions, but at the same time, you're trying to be undisputed in one right now. We're gonna need you to give up the other titles, make somebody else fight for it. And I'm glad he did that. I'm glad he he was able to see that, he's on a quest. Has Canelo ever been undisputed?
I don't think so.
He's on a quest.
Definitely has not been undisputed. So let me ask you, does he relinquish franchise status now? Because that belongs to 160. He released the super. So, he's not, he can't unify with the franchise. So, he's probably walking away from the entire 160 at this point.
Yeah, I agree. The only fight that he would be at 160 would be against Earl. It wouldn't be for a belt. It would just be a fight.
Yo, how mad is Gennady right now? Gennady's team has to be like, wait, he let the belt go? Wait, so we not unified? Oh, so he really don't want to fight us at 160.
There you go.
They like, so we really got to move up to 168? Like, he don't want to, why he ain't keep that belt for our fight? Nah, dog. That fight is off the table.
So it lets you know that 2021, that fight don't look like it's happening. I'm just going to say that right here.
It'll happen like they say. He going to have to move up. They want him to move up. And rightfully so, like Xavier Miller said today, man, look, man, Gennady needs to do something.
I agree. I agree 100%. Solid.
So
according to Xavier Miller, appreciate you very much for coming on this morning, man. But yeah, GG definitely has to do something after that performance against Serramenta. Yes, we understand he got the knockout, but his performance, man, it wasn't really that good. It wasn't really that it wasn't something to write home about and tell your mom or your dad like, yo, this guy's fighting like a machine. You know what I'm saying? He looked bad.
Yo, according to the article, this move leaves obviously Murata as the recognized champion, right? Which, hold up, I'm just trying to make sure they can see it properly. All right. Which, thus, all right, so boom, the move leaves Japan's Ryota Murata as the recognized WBA middleweight champion and thus eligible to enter title unification bouts. Look at what we just learned. So Jermall, Charlo, and Al Heyman can start negotiating with Top Rank if they want to make a unification with Murata.
Yep.
And then it'll get elevated probably to full champion. But again, rocky road, like the ice cream, rocky road to have to deal with Bob Arum, the same guy you can't deal with when it comes to making the fight for Earl Spence Jr. and Terrence Bud Crawford. But knowing this information, what do you think?
I think this is good information.
Now, there is a little bit at the bottom. Remember that it says other sanctioning bodies frown upon unifying secondary titles. So maybe Jermall and Al don't move because Ryota's not called the super champion. It just frees him to do unification, but he's not technically the super champ. Crazy, right? Fucking
yeah, it is, because that right there that you just threw in the bottom makes it a little different. You know what I mean? Saying you can't. Who wants to unify secondary title, right? Murata's already in the position. That's crazy, man. Yo, boxing is. Whoa. Any other information you got? Give it all. Give it all.
I mean, the article says anyone else interested in landing a career best payday, because obviously if you fight Canelo, it's going to be your highest payday, and a shot at the sport's best fighter in the world, you'll have to do that at 168. And that includes any hope of a third fight with Gennady Golovkin or any other relevant middleweight player such as a Charlo. Everyone will have to move up. And I quote, "This is his weight," confirms Eddie Reynoso. "Anyone who wants to fight Canelo will have to meet us at super middleweight. He's not giving away any more of his prime." That's right. He's not going to sacrifice to make weight anymore. He's the A side. You know, he's going to be where he's comfortable at. You want to fight with him? Come on down.
Come on down to 168. Yo, honestly, out of all of this right here, I'm not going to lie to you. Gennady got to be the most saltiest person out of anybody.
I don't think so. Because if anybody, I don't think so. Look, if anybody, think about this, bro. Watch how you can be like, damn, you're right. If anybody could deal with Bob, who could it be?
Tom.
Nah, Eddie.
Oh,
Eddie and Eddie's driving the Gennady car, and Ryota Murata versus Gennady. That's the fight that Eddie tells Gennady, look, let's go this route. Fuck Canelo. Let's make our own wave. You go to Japan. These are your people. You know, Kazakhstanians are like half Asians, right?
Yeah.
So they good. They gonna do that fight. Big fight right there. Big fight. Gennady, imagine they take it to Kazakhstan or to Japan. Big fight. Big fight, and he could do unification. He'll get out of there with 3 belts. He'll have the WBA, the IBO, and the IBF. He's got more of an opportunity of getting a unification, in my opinion, than Charlo. I think Top Rank has already explored taking Ryota to Japan. And guess who wants to go to Japan? I'll answer. Dazn. They've been trying to get Canelo to fight this same guy.
Right.
And they got Dazn Japan. So yeah, that might be it right there, man. Bob might swoop in.
What we saying? We're gonna get unification 2021 Charlo GGG.
I don't know about all that.
Because that would be the only title left at 160, right? It would be the WBC title held by Jermall Charlo. If
WBC. Japan. No, well, WBC and Andre still has his WBO.
But he moving up, so I hear you though.
Yeah, but he ain't gonna let that go. I doubt it.
Demetrius versus Boston Jared comes up with a super chat. Says Demetrius versus Murata in the spring. Set up big unification.
Murata won't do it. Hey, look, I love Andre, man. I know y'all think I don't, but he won't do it. It's a bigger fight with Gennady, and Gennady's older. He got less shelf life left. And yo, Murata punches hard, man. You seen what Brent said, but look. It is what it is. Let's open up the phone lines. Quick little report. What happened?
Sorry, you said he punched hard, right? Brent.
And yeah. You seen that fight? Shit wasn't no joke.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Let's open up this phone line. See what the people got to say.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's open it up. And you know the number to call in: 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Yeah, man. We're looking to talk some boxing. It's Friday. Luke Campbell, Ryan Garcia weighed in. The fight is tomorrow. It's going down. Canelo's going to be in the building, they saying. Big fight on the horizon. Let's see what shakes out and what comes from it. I'm going to go out to the sponsors and open up the phone lines for anybody that wants to call in.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
What up? We going out to...
Yeah, go ahead. You already know what it is, man. If you haven't done it, make sure you do it. Make sure you smash that thumbs up button and the subscribe button because it does help with the visibility and the growth of the show. Get your thoughts together. We talking about, you know what I'm saying, Canelo Alvarez dropping the WBA title at 160 and the possibility of maybe Chris Eubank or Jermall Charlo or anybody else in the 168-pound division getting a shot at that title. Let us know what's going on. Let's go.
Yeah. Looking like we ain't got too many callers. Majid is out there. I don't know if he's just listening or if he's rocking out. But yeah, man, I'm excited for that possibility, man. It would be good if Al can make that happen for Jermall.
That would be huge. That would let you know that Al is making power moves out here. You know what I'm saying? He can get outside of himself and make that fight happen. That would be awesome for Jermall Charlo. That would be another unified champ in the PBC stable. Just continuing to rack up the wins and the titles, man. Huh?
You get that belt, you got more bargaining chips. It's just that simple.
Yeah.
Just that simple. But looks like Majid is just listening. We're going to go ahead and end this one. But don't forget to subscribe. You never know when we come back. And if you want to recommend any topics, make sure you put it on our Patreon community page. Nest GTO.
Hold on. One question before we go.
What up?
If this fight were to happen between Eubank and Charlo, where would be the best place for it to take place?
I mean, you got to keep treating Charlo like a star, right? Keep it in his hometown, Houston.
So you got to bring him back to Houston. Same place where American Airlines Arena, where Ryan is right now, or
whichever one of those makes sense for them. But I would assume it'll be Texas where they could get fans. You know, you can't do nothing with Eubank in the UK right now, so it's only gonna make sense over here and in a state that allows fans, which is Texas.
Okay. You know what? I just don't want y'all to think, man. That fight would do bigger numbers than you guys can see right now. Can look past your eye and see. If that fight was to happen between Eubank and Charlo, I think both fighters can talk well. Both fighters can sell this fight well, and yeah, it would be a great fight. But thank you very much.
I just don't know how much he's known here in America, though. Like, is it gonna be a big fight? That's why I don't know that they even.
Yeah, the reason why it is gonna be a big fight because he spent countless amount of years around the Mayweather gym, so everybody knows him from out there, right? And then now he going all the way to Pensacola, Florida, hanging with Roy. The whole team over there know him, and he stays in the U.S. making his rounds between L.A., Florida, Vegas. He was just actually the other day with Dan Brazilian. I don't know if you know who that is. Steve Aoki, the same dude we were just talking about. They were playing some fantasy. So he's crossing over to different industries. Like people from different industries, professionals are starting to know who Chris Eubank is and starting to mess with him. Now, will that translate, like you said, into sales and buys? You hope so. But you can check it, man. His social media be popping in terms of like he's here, there, everywhere. Like most red carpet events and stuff like that, he tried to get there. Obviously, this year it's not the same, but those little private parties and stuff, he's been out and about. And I'm pretty sure having Roy and his team could bring in a little more fans too. Don't you think so?
I mean, he's been training with Roy for a while. I don't know how much clout it's really giving him. But Mr. PBC, you rocking out?
Come on, y'all.
PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the flyest. Canelo talking about he believes he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife. Cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
All right, everybody listening tonight. And Davidian, you also just listening? Oh, there goes PBC. What up?
You like this fight or this possible fight, maybe?
Oh, you don't got good service, champ. No bueno service.
Yo, what do y'all think about this, man? Y'all call up, let us know, man. What y'all think about this? The fact that Canelo dropping his title, man, making it available now in the 168-pound division. A lot of sharks out there looking to pick this up, as what Ness said, bargaining chips for the negotiation, trying to get himself in a big fight, get himself in a big payday.
I don't even know how much bargaining chips it is anymore, Francis. It went from bargaining chips to legacy chips, right? Because you can't really bargain with belts at 160 with Canelo at 168. You know, I mean, the article states if you want to fight him, you got to go up. So he don't really care what titles you got there, because when you get up there, you still gonna have to make a name for yourself. But Davidian, you rocking out?
It's good, Ness.
What up?
Francis.
What up?
Good. What's good? So y'all talking about Chris Eubanks versus Jermall Charlo?
Possibility of it.
I like it. I want to see it, you know, because I know when you had Jermall's coach on, he was looking at, Chris Eubanks being a possible opponent. So why not? Because I really haven't seen much of Chris Eubanks. I'll go back and look at some of his fights. I mean, I saw the Matt Karlbar, but that didn't last that long. But Matt Karlbar is like Humpty Dumpty, so it didn't last that long. I wanted to see more, Now I'm not trying to disrespect Matt Karlbar, but but I do want to see more of Chris Eubanks. So that should be a good fight, though. He with one of the greatest. Especially back in the day, Roy Jones was one of the, he was a great athlete, great boxer. So let's see it, I like the Charlo twins, and that'd be a good fight. That's my call.
All right. JT, New Orleans, what's up?
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. No, that was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. Rob, we're doing a lot of TV. I don't care. What you gonna do about it?
I'm telling you, mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yo, what's up, yo? Is my background too loud? Because I'm on the road.
You good?
No, you good.
Oh, no, okay. So I heard an interesting topic Francis just brought up about the Canelo. But that Charlo and Chris Eubank fight, I think that's a good fight, man. If I just heard Davidian say, do they got matching people that fought that Matt Karlbar?
Yeah, they fought Karlbar, yeah.
All right, so Jermall struggled with Karlbar when he seen his brother lost to Harrison. And Chris Eubank just knocked him out, beat him. I ain't see that fight.
Nah, it was a freak stoppage.
It was a freak stoppage.
Yeah, like Korobov couldn't continue.
I think he
Oh,
ripped his,
okay.
something like that. Yeah, he must have ripped his bicep or something.
But I think that's a 50-50 fight, man. I mean, Fabian, Jermall, Charlo, Alil, they're both big dudes. I don't know who got the most power, but I think that'd be a good fight, a good test fight for Jermall Charlo to move up in. The winner moves up into the division, closer to the Canelo sweepstakes, I guess. But it's funny y'all sit there and say, why would Canelo, a good champion like himself, drop a belt at 168? What is Canelo trying to do? I mean, he moving up to fight certain fights. Well, he don't want to fight the other champions there that when he could get that belt. I mean, what's really up with Canelo, man? What's up with him, Ness? That's your boy.
One thing he said, let me tell you. Oh, go ahead, Ness.
He's done with 160. He unified that division, and he faced the monster in that division, which is Triple G. The guys that you want him to face, they haven't even fought Triple G. He fought Triple G twice, so he's done. He's moving up to 168 now to conquer another division. It's funny how we give other guys credit for moving up. But Andrade D. Kodo, what up?
Oh, yeah, my God.
Hey, everybody.
What's up, brother?
Not much. I haven't called in a long time. Francis, we never talked, but it was good to talk to you, man.
What's up, brother? Yeah, I see you in the chat, man. My man, what up?
Not much, man, but, people throw around Eubank's name like he's a star. He's here on the stage trying to build himself up, get 10 certain events, but he's not doing the work. So Charlo and him would be a great fight, but it's not pay-per-view caliber. But he'll give you a good scrap, but Charlo would beat him very easily if that bout was never occurred, man. And Canelo just basically going to do what he wants to do. He's the king.
But Canelo about to fight the dude is mandatory Yildirim, and Chris Eubank savagely knocked out Yildirim. It's somewhere in Europe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know, man. I know, man. But boxing is very funny, and we tend to forget very quickly what happened in the past, man. So, but other than that, man,
what you pick? Charlo to stop Eubank, or is it going 12 if the fight was to happen?
I'll say Charlo TKO cut. Eubanks cut very easily. He cuts very easily. So I would have to say with stoppage.
Love it.
All right, baby.
You got that? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, man. He's done with 160, man. I see people very upset. You can't make a fighter stick around at a weight division forever. You know what I mean? It's over.
Yeah, I mean, he said that he doesn't want to give up more of his youth. I mean, he's given up a lot to cut down to that weight. He wants to get to a weight that he's comfortable at. He can stay around that weight, be only, 10, 15 pounds maybe above, maybe not even that much. Easy for him to come down to 168 for a fight. I had to struggle to. I love it. That's it. Listen, man, you get in the boss position to make boss moves.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing, man.
They're so upset at that, but we got a counterpunch from JT. What up?
Ooh, you being a boss, making boss moves, just fight the best at the division. Now the misunderstanding was, hold on, that's because you go cut me quick. So the misunderstanding was, I thought he dropped the belts at 168, but you telling me he dropped the belts at 160, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool. I'm okay with that. I mean, look, Canelo do what he want to do. Just fight the best people at 168. You're not fighting no people that we don't know. Another cameraman, best, and I'll be okay with that. And I don't think he could beat the best dudes. That's all I'm saying. And I respect him if he fight him. He just picking who he won't fight. Moving weight division to other weight division. But he gonna be back down. He gonna be back down. So I say he gonna fight Errol Spence. Go ahead.
So you don't want the Billy Joe fight?
I'll take the Billy Joe fight, but we already know Billy Joe didn't look that good after
the guy he's ducking at 168 is Caleb Plant. Who's he supposed to be afraid of at 168?
Benavidez is still at 160 or 168?
168.
Yes, that's a good fight. Fight him. Fight Caleb Plant.
So
Vincenzo Sanders. So the weaker person out there is Billy Joe. He'll probably pick a Billy Joe before he picks Caleb or Benavidez. Come on, man.
Y'all terrible, man. My man Unifying, they said he picking weak champions, yo.
Yeah, hey, he all picking weak champions.
Y'all terrible, man. I love it though.
Thanks for the call, man.
I love it because that's the thing. It's gonna be dudes that's gonna say, "Oh, he's scared of that Billy Joe fight." Billy Joe, the pure boxer. Caleb Plant is still green. And then if he goes with Billy, oh, Billy's another Euro bum. Caleb Plant is the one who really got skill. And if you go with Plant, oh, it's Benavidez, but he lost his belt on the scale. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, man. But Ernest, Huntsville, Alabama, what up?
Hey, what up, guys?
How are you, man?
I'm doing good. Answering the question, will we see Charlo versus Eubank? No. We just won't see it. And I'm up for. I'm open for belts, going after belts only if it leads to unification. And Triple G got the IBF, and he's not going to be fighting a Charlo or a Eubank or somebody tough. I mean, so as long as Triple G has got the IBF, then you're not going to get unification. When I mean unification, I mean undisputed at 160. So, but the Charlo fight won't happen with Eubank. I mean, it just won't. Politics.
Why not? Okay, politics. Yeah. All right, well, Ernest, man, thanks for calling in, Huntsville, Alabama. Looking like we got ourselves caller of the year for 2020. CYP, what up?
What up, CYP?
Yo, Happy New Year to everybody. Let me make this quick. I just find it funny that I just saw a video today where Canelo was saying he would fight Earl Spence at 160. I'm confused. But that's a big fight, right? That's a big fight. Cool. So keep that same energy for big fights. So if Charlo does what everybody thinks he ain't doing, beat the Triple G, beat Andrade, whoever he does, I still want you to open that door for 160, just like you opening the door for Earl Spence at 160. Okay. Let's move on. Does anybody find it funny that ESPN rated Canelo the 4th most popular fighter, but y'all keep saying he's the face of boxing, but they rate him number 4, and we still haven't heard his pay-per-view numbers from his last fight? Anybody find that funny? I do believe Canelo is a popular guy, one of the faces of boxing for sure. But in reality, Canelo has a Mexican fan base, and he's losing all the rest of the fan bases because he's not fighting the rest of the fan base's best. He's not. You're going to have to continue to keep boxing worldwide to remain the face of boxing. You keep on fighting Europeans and chosen Europeans.
Cut it. Well, that makes no sense. So he's saying you got to fight. You got to keep on fighting worldwide to be the face of boxing and then say you can't fight Europeans. Well, that's a part of the world. You know, that's a different part of the world. And last I checked, Danny Jacobs was from America, you know, and then Gennady, you know, Kazakhstan or America as well. So, like, he's definitely bouncing around, giving everybody a little bit of flavor in his last 4 fights. But
happy enough. That's not enough for everybody, because you want if you saying that you the best, they want you to take on everybody that say they the best. Period.
Is that you're never gonna please everybody. Floyd was the best, man. He told us all this. They'll just build up another monster. That's it. We're gonna go out to the champ. What up?
The champ is here! The champ is here!
Red belt, black belt, WBO and green. I'm king. Undisputed GOAT, TBE. And you can catch the news first on TBV. Voice of the people now let me speak. Scientists of the sweet, BOXING.
Yo, TBV, what's good? Y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
You clear, what up?
Cool. I'm on the back line, so get some more prep done so I can leave and finally get a day off. It's been 30 days, like I say. Hashtag no days off. Man, New Year, so I woke up this morning and went to the gym. I'm going back when I get off. I don't know how y'all feeling, but I'm feeling good. What's the topic though? We talking Charlo fighting Eubank or Eubank fighting who?
Well, more about Canelo vacating that Super WBA, which could possibly free up a Charlo Eubank for a vacant WBA unification with the WBC. If Al, gets on his business the way that Eddie did with Vlad and AJ and
that's at 160.
Yeah.
I could see that fight happen. I mean, we just had Ronnie Shields on here last week talking about how they were looking at Eubank last year. So I think that's the fight we kind of forgot about with COVID and everything. It just hasn't had as much build up as they were starting to last year. Oh, that's it right there. But I like to see it. Personally, I think Eubank gets starched by Charlo.
Cut it.
Starched.
LV Slugger, what up?
LV.
TVV, what up?
What up?
So y'all saying he Canelo dropping the WBA at 160, right?
Yep, dropped it already.
Okay, yeah. Hopefully, man, they can make that fight for Charlo, man. Big Charlo Jermall, man. I know seeing Jermall, unify at 154. I'm pretty sure he want to be able to unify some belts, man. So it'll be good to see him, get another belt, another strap at 160, because we know what Triple G on. He talking about Mugia, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he'll fight Andrade, so Andrade can get a big fight. I feel like them 160, man, it's top heavy, man. So them boys need to try to mix it up. But I understand the politics of it, so it's gonna be hard to try to get them fights, man. But yeah, man, I believe Eubank give him a good scrap early, and I wouldn't be surprised. I think it'll go 12, but I wouldn't be surprised if it gets stopped, man, because Eubank he reckless in that ring. Like the last fight I seen of him was the year of them fighting. He knocked him.
Cut it. Twan, what's going on?
Hello, y'all can hear me?
Yes, sir.
I'm on audio. What's good? Happy New Year.
Likewise.
Same to you.
Yeah, I don't even really want to see Canelo and Charlo no more since Canelo at 168. Be honest, because I think he'll beat Charlo, but I'm ready to see him against Caleb Plant or David Benavidez. David Benavidez, but I don't know. He dropped the WBA, but I think Demetrius Andrade and Billy Joe should fight. What you think, Ness?
I would love Demetrius Andrade and Billy Joe.
That was supposed to happen at 60. Long time.
Mm-hmm.
But, man, I think Billy Joe ducking him, man. I think he ducking him because once they brought up Canelo, all this attention, I understand the money-wise, but all this attention focused on Canelo. And really, he ain't been...
But that's the thing, man. Like, remember, Billy Joe signed, he flew over here and everything. He was going to fight Andre, so he ain't afraid, he ain't ducking.
No.
After that, he became an option, literally signed contracts with Canelo for Cinco de Mayo. So he's going to always try to just see, is he eligible for that fight? But let me go out to New York City's.
What he done to the boxing world to be number one in the junior weight division.
Carlo knows shit. Peter Fighter knows shit. The master knows shit. I know everything with God.
Yo, Happy New Year's, boxing voice.
Happy New Year, Dave.
Yo,
Happy New Year to you too.
Thank you, man. Yo, what's up with my boy Mexican Steel, man? He's not on the show tonight?
Nah.
He ain't get the PS5? Yo, what's the topic today, Ness?
Yo, Canelo Alvarez officially vacates that WBA Super 160-pound title. And we're thinking or asking who ends up with that belt. And is Al savvy enough to do like AJ and Vlad and bring in a unification vacant belt, or like Canelo just did with Callum, a unification vacant belt with Charlo and Eubank, who's ranked number 1.
That's what I'm talking about, man. I've been said that these other guys need to do something. I heard that Triple G is gonna fight Munguia, so I think Andre should fight Billy Joe, while Canelo takes care of this guy, and then Canelo fights the winner of that fight. And Charlo should. I think Charlo should just have this one fight against Eubank, and then go to 168 and fight somebody like Plank or Benavidez, man. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah, man.
That's a good move by Canelo.
Ain't
That's
nobody
a good move,
else
man,
at
'cause these guys gotta
160,
work.
man.
Nah, man, he damn near cleaned the division out. The only one he forgot to fight was what's his name, Charlo and Andre, and they need to earn it. Man. Andre ain't fighting nobody.
They gonna kill you for saying forgot to fight.
It was crazy because it's like going to a restaurant and you got lobster, you got steak, you got all type of stuff. He forgot to eat the cheeseburger and he was feasting off lobster, man. You can't blame him for that.
Yo.
Canelo got options all over the board.
He do.
He got a lot of options. He got, think about it. He got options over at the Zone. He got options at PBC. The only one that's left out is Bob Arum. Bob Arum don't got nobody for Canelo, man.
Yes, he do.
You know, I think
cut it. Ray Yoda Murata, they was talking about that on the Zone, that Japan fight. CYP counterpunch.
Because you didn't really answer that question. So if 160 is a big fight for him for Errol Spence, then how come he's moving out of 160? I'm confused. 160, he's willing to fight a big fight. Cool, I get that, big fight. So if Charlo's a bigger fight than Billy Joe, which it is. Charlo's a bigger fight than Yurdam, which it is. He's willing to fight smaller fights at 168, but not a bigger fight because it's 160 and it's Charlo. But I'll fight a bigger fight at 160 if it's Errol Spence. More bullshit. And my last question is, why is he number 4 ranked on ESPN if he's the face of boxing? Please, tell me why he's number 4.
All right. I don't know. I mean, they got rankings committee, I'm assuming. I don't know. But, I mean, Earl is a big fight because he's done 3 successful pay-per-views. So, you know, I don't know. I don't know why that's so hard for him to understand. And as far as rankings, let's see. Rankings, what they got? Heavyweight. What rankings is he talking about? Cruiserweight. What is he talking? So he's got to be talking pound for pound rankings, right?
Yeah.
Cause, all right, pound for pound. Click here. Pound for pound. Yeah, they got 4 people ahead of. No, he's wrong. It's Terrence and Canelo. Then Inoue and Earl. And he's never even moved position. He was previously ranked number 2, still is number 2. And Terrence was number 1, still is number 1. Inoue previously ranked number 3, still is number 3. And Earl number 4, still is number 4. Yeah. So, I don't know. You might have to explain that a little bit more. But we got Ruin at 504. What up?
Hey, what's going on, fellas? Happy New Year. What's up?
Happy New Year to you too, man.
All right, what's happening, friends? What's up, man? I think it's good that Canelo dropped the belts. If he's done at 160, then be done at 160. So it's good for the sport, opens things up more. If we get to a point where we are able to get Charlo and Eubank, that's a decent fight. The build-up would be good. I don't think it's pay-per-view worthy, and that kind of falls on Eubank's shoulders. I don't know if he's known enough over here to push the pay-per-view. But yeah, that's all I got. But good work, Patreon, last year. You guys killed it. I mean, you really stepped your game up. It was I had no problem paying for it. You guys did a great job.
All right, thank you. Appreciate that, Ru.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Twin, what up?
Twin.
Yo, what up? What up?
What's good?
Hello, Mio.
Okay.
Yo, with this Canelo vacating the belt, I think it affects more the guys at 160, not named Triple G and Errol Spence. I guess it's less appealing. I guess somewhat a little bit for Errol Spence if it's not for a title, but the pay-per-view number is gonna be crazy. And for legacy, I don't think it's gonna be. I think he'll still do it. Triple G, I guess it's less easy, but he still wants that fight. I think he'll move up to 168 if he doesn't take a loss. His next fight, depending on who he's fighting, and is it Charlo versus Eubank? That's a good fight, man. I think earlier be 50-50, give and take, but I think Charlo stops him late. I think so. Yeah. I mean, that's my opinion, man.
All right. Did we read this Boston Jarrett super chat?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Okay. Greatness, talk to us. All right. So, Stainless Boomerang.
I think Charlo starts as Eubank Jr., if I'm just being honest. I mean, Eubank, obviously, he's a second-generation fighter with his dad being well-known over in the UK, but he ain't really done nothing, over in the US, and he hasn't really beat any significant fighters, even in the UK. So, I mean, outside of what's my man, Chunky, I can't really think of a real dominant win that he's had over a top-tier fighter. So I don't really see him being able to do anything with Charlo. Charlo's a hell of a pressure fighter, man, and I don't think Eubank's boxing skills are up to the level in order to stop Charlo from just starching his ass. I like to see that fight, though, man. I thought Eubank was at 168, though. He's down at 160 now?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, that'd be a perfect fight then. And I think somebody else said it already, like, it's not a lot of names left in the middleweight division. So, Eubank, Charlo fight Eubank, take that belt, move up to 168, and go after that fight that Ness started last year at the WBC convention. Charlo versus Frankenstein Benavidez. I think that'd be a great fight. As I always say, man, please make sure you push the thumbs up. Share this in every episode of the Boxing Voice podcast. This is TBV for life. And if you ain't on Patreon, you a pendejo. Shout out to El Camino. Peace.
Peace. Yo, Ness GTO, Instagram and Twitter. That is everybody. Catch us on the next one. You already know. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. You just never know when we're going to go live. We always out here looking for the next topic. Like I said, you want to help out with that, submit any topic you want us to talk about to our Patreon community page, or become a mastermind and really direct the direction of the show. Peace.
You already know what it is, man. It's your man Francis from Canada. Next up, Sports Talk, NEX, UP, Sports Talk on IG, Twitter, Facebook. Check me out. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button and the subscribe button on your way out. We appreciate you very much, and we'll definitely catch you on another one. You dig?